Yeah.
Don't leave it on the page. Don't leave it out. Look at that. We're back. This is the Call for Help Show with Lori and the Three Amigos.
Well, top of the morning to you. This is Red Bottoms Ravine, and we're coming live to you from WTMP with Lori and the Three Amigos.
Good to have you back.
Good to have you back. Good morning.
Well, thanks.
Good morning. We missed you last week. You feeling any better?
Well, I'm feeling a little better, but I thought I better get down here because I was listening to the show last week, and you guys were having so much fun, and I was just laying in bed with crackers and Gatorade, which I have sitting here right now.
I want some of them crackers.
All right. Well, this is the Call for Help
privilege.
Show. Please call us at 813-251-9867, 813-251-9867, the show where we help you in the community that have needs. We've been helping a lot of people, but we want to hear from you today. 251-9867. What's going on, Malcolm in the middle?
Hey, as you know, it is the happiest day of my life, and I stick to that, man. I love it. But what's going on, Paul, is just life, letting life live through me, enjoying this moment, taking it for what it is, and making the best of it.
Beautiful, beautiful. Axel, how about you? How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm thanking God for each day, each morning, and excited. At least we're coming in and we don't have a whole bunch of rain hitting us lately.
Yeah.
How it has been. I think that's inviting a lot of virus out there. People getting sick and
Hey, we got our first phone call. I think this is a record for us. Caller.
Caller,
Wow.
welcome to the show. Caller, welcome to the show.
Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Caller. Okay, I think we might have lost.
I think we lost the call.
I do want to take this and say hello to everyone viewing on our YouTube channel.
Hello, everyone.
Hello,
And
everyone.
thank you to Eddie Vasquez, who's helping us out with the show and with going out in the community and helping people. And he's got us streaming live again very effectively.
He's so much smoother too, Paul. He's so much smoother in making that thing work.
Yes,
I don't know
is.
what it was when you were doing it, but it was like it was a fight. I'm not knocking you, man, but it was a fight. Eddie just walks over there like he just look out the window and then the thing's running. I mean, I don't know. Maybe
I try to hire good people.
You did.
Sometimes I do,
You
and
did.
sometimes I don't.
Hey, look at
Oh, now that was really funny.
He's mean.
That
He's
was
mean.
good.
But listeners, hey, if you're listening out there and you want to know what it looks like here in the show, you can watch on our YouTube channel. Every single show that we have videoed is on there. You can watch it. You can see what we look like. You can see that today we are sporting some new apparel.
Yes. Yes.
We have the official Call for Help radio show.
I'm not in
shirts.
uniform, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
You are in uniform, actually.
Yeah, military down, camouflage, ready to fight.
I think Malcolm's having some kind of impact on you. Now let me tell you what she's wearing.
There's finally somebody else other than me. Thank you, Lord.
Okay. She got on basically a military style outfit. She's got on a sergeant's army jacket.
It's the sergeant first class rank.
So
Yes,
we salute
her
Yes.
and every military personnel.
Yeah, including Eddie.
That's
including
right.
Eddie.
Yes, Eddie, a
Eddie.
retiree.
Thank you for your service, Eddie.
Yes, Eddie.
Awesome, brother.
She got on a green what do you call that? Shirt.
It's just a
Shirt.
shirt.
Okay.
Paul.
I mean,
I was gonna
He's
say
taking her apart.
camisole, I don't know what you call that.
Camouflage.
Well, camouflage is what she has on her pants. There, I would call them camouflage jumpsuit pants. All that's fine, no problem. But then she loses the military theme. She's got
Must be talking about these.
Oh,
Yes.
those are
Red bottom sandals.
Yeah, Roman sandals.
That's right. There you go.
They are
Oh my
Roman
God,
sandals.
Very
Axel,
good
how did
description.
you know that?
Very
gold.
good. I've been to Italy and they wear them all over the place.
I get that.
I like them. I
I
like
get it, but it doesn't go with the outfit. I mean, you got military, gold sandals.
There's no such thing as go with. That's just perception.
Thank you.
It really is, Paul. I'm not trying to look at. He's looking at me like I'm
Every
gonna stab
week
you.
I sit next to Malcolm, so I gotta bring it because today,
No, you did.
He-
No, you're
yeah,
not going to
yes,
do it.
because today he is sporting Mickey Mouse socks.
That's right.
Show him on the. Can you get him up in the air?
Yeah, I'll show him.
Right there.
Oh,
I've,
wow.
I've already
Mickey Mouse
texted his
socks.
wife and said,
Yes.
"What were you thinking?"
She
Well-
said stinky legs.
Well, I'm going to get my grandsons tonight. I mean, this evening, right after we leave the show, I'm gonna go pick up Tasha and we're gonna go grab the grandkids and I'm gonna spend a day with them. So I wanted
That
to
is
kind of fit
awesome.
in with the little
Quality
kitty
time.
kind of, yeah.
Yes.
That's what
I
it's all
do. I
about.
do want to talk about stanky legs, but first, let's not forget to pray.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah, let's do
yes,
that.
That's always
Let's do that.
important.
Let's do that.
That's part of our lives.
Malcolm, can you handle it this week?
Absolutely. Heavenly Father, our Creator, I want to thank you for this moment. I want to thank you for waking me this morning and every other human that you brought awake again this morning. We are such in need of your help and your guidance.
Yes.
We'd like you to stay with us through every movement of our life. We are your children. In Jesus' name, amen.
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 I think we need to add to that we need to pray for those 3 Welsh sisters
Oh,
of
yes.
St. Pete who were
Yes. Did
killed
y'all hear about this? What a
No, tell me
tragedy.
about it. When did that?
I heard something. I wanted to share.
Sunday. They were coming from a religious convention, I believe, in DeSoto, Fort Meade. So one was 29, I believe one was 24 and 18,
Wow.
pastor's daughters.
Pastor's daughter?
Yes.
Yes, it's on the front page of the Tampa Bay Times today.
Today is actually their funeral. I believe it's going to be on 1900 Gandy Boulevard at the First Baptist Church. And they are taking donations. I believe they have a website set up. What
Yes.
is it called? GoFundMe / Welch Angels.
Oh, wow. Can you imagine this family? The father is a well-known pastor. They've been involved in church for a long time, but losing 3 daughters.
At one time. Wow.
And actually, the other person in the crash died as well,
Yes.
and she left I believe, a 6-year-old son.
Who was actually in the truck with her, and he was the only survivor.
Wow.
Yeah,
So-
that child is going to be in need of a lot as well. So we do send our prayers out to the Welch family.
Yes.
Prayers going out.
Right.
Our community feels for you, and we feel for you. Also asked for a prayer for my dad. He was also in an accident this week.
Yes.
Pretty serious one. He was involved in a collision with a semi. This is back in Kansas. So he's in the hospital right now. Dad, we wish you a speedy recovery, and also to my mom, who's right there by his
Oh,
side.
yes.
So we really send our prayers out to them as well. You know, life is, it seems like there's always something happening. Tragedies all around you. People are getting sick.
You never know if you're going to come home when you leave the house. So that's
Well,
one
that-
thing you got to keep in mind.
Well, you know something, sis? That's why I believe in this. And this is, this is for real. You have to live every moment like it's your last moment. I went from day, and then start switching it around. I mean, right now, the way I feel at this age right now, you have to enjoy every moment. It's moment to moment because
It's
that's really what life is. It's not day to day. It's moment to moment. One moment you're alive, the next moment you're dead.
Yep.
That's the reality of it.
That's true. I have a tendency to, some people live in the past.
Yes.
They can't let it go.
Yes.
I have a tendency, I think, to live more in the future. I'm always thinking about what I'm trying to accomplish or what we're going to do next. And a lot of times I don't take the time to sit back and enjoy the here and now.
Yes.
So I encourage everyone to do that. Listeners, if you're out there, please call us at 813-251-9867. 813-251-9867.
Well, Paul, it's not many people who need any help. Maybe that's why they're not calling in. So this gives us our opportunity to kind of just talk about the things that we go through. I love this part. I love this. This is the part I really love. And don't get me wrong, I love helping people, but I like talking to them. But I really like.
You just like to talk.
I was
Yes,
gonna say the same
yes.
thing.
Yes, I'm motor mouth. I love it. But I like to talk about the issues like what we talk about behind closed doors. See,
Oh, they ain't ready for that.
they don't want that.
They
Paul,
are not, let me tell you, they're not ready for that.
But they're real issues. They're real issues that we hide from, we run from. Nobody wants to address them. That's why I kind of like when Donald Trump gets up there.
Oh,
Oh,
please, let's not even go.
I do that with starting something like,
Please.
hey, but listen, I'm gonna tell you something about this guy. This is just from my observation of this man. The man speaks what his heart is telling, regardless that how we feel, how right it is or wrong it is, or our points of views, and he's not a politician.
He's speaking with something. I know it's not his brain.
Well, it could be his heart, Paul. Maybe he's speaking from
It
his
could
heart.
be his money.
Well, he has a lot of that, and that's one of the points I like. I mean, he's one of the guys, one of the only guys that's standing up there saying, hey, I can't be bought. You know, I got my own money. I don't need this super PAC to give me $4 billion, and then I got to follow the policies that what they believe and not what I believe. That's just me.
Here's what I think. We could talk about politics all day long. It's not going to help anybody. Whether or not Trump is elected or whatever, it's not going to really help most people here in Tampa. We do have issues in Tampa that we could have an impact on. And I think a lot of people get confused and distracted by focusing on personalities and things that are on TV that really they have no impact over. Yet right here in Tampa, there are issues that you could have an impact on. Yep. And people aren't involved in them. You know, I was reading a story in the paper the other day that really caught my attention. I don't know if y'all heard about this, but there was a guy in jail in Miami. He was mentally ill, and he would yell out in his cell and basically drive the guards crazy. He wouldn't shut up. You know, the guy's mentally ill.
That doesn't sound like anything that's out of the norm.
I mean, it does happen, but the guards devised a torture device to shut him up. They put him in a scalding hot shower and literally burned his skin off, and he died. Okay.
Wow.
Never heard about that.
And they called that punishment.
Well, it's not punishment. It was torture.
Torture.
But listen to this. There was a guy in there, a guy from St. Pete, who knew that it happened, and he brought it to the attention of everyone, the governor, the Department of Corrections, the police, the prosecutor, the FBI. He wrote to everyone telling them that this happened and that he witnessed it. Nobody did anything.
Did he write to 305 Paul?
He did not write to me. But listen. He wouldn't let it go. He finally got the attention of the Miami Herald, and a reporter looked into it and started asking questions and started requesting documents and exposed the truth about what happened. And now a lot of changes have happened in the Florida prison system. So that's an example of our system not working. You know, the public officials should have done something. It never should have happened.
Right.
But the thing about the story that really caught my attention was this guy who exposed it is in jail for 116 years.
Wow.
That's his sentence. What do you think he did? What do you think his crime was?
I don't know, man. I mean, it could be anything. I mean, okay, which shouldn't matter, but what's his nationality?
He's white.
White guy?
He's a white guy.
Okay,
What did he do?
116 years. I would say murder, you know?
No, I wouldn't say murder. I'd say something less.
It was something like 28 counts of felony burglary.
Stealing?
Stealing. It was
So that
It
means
was-
he was a kleptomaniac.
no, he was. They said that he was had a burglary ring of breaking into people's houses. He was in his 20s when this happened.
Wow.
So this guy is serving a sentence of 116 years for stealing probably less than $100,000 worth of stuff.
That's kind of nuts.
Meanwhile, these people in the jail are killing this guy and nothing is happening to them. And in fact, they have not been charged yet today.
Right.
What is wrong with this picture? But here's what the real kicker was for me. And I'm a lawyer. I didn't know this. I had to look at it twice. The article said, because Florida does not have parole, that this man had to serve 80% of his sentence.
Wow.
I said, Florida does not have parole.
I didn't know Florida didn't have parole. I never knew that. I thought parole was just something standard across the board if you're in prison.
Yeah, I'm glad.
I'm not a criminal lawyer, but this is what the article said. And I thought, now here's an issue that somebody needs to do something about. How is that fair? No matter, I don't care what this guy did in terms of how much stuff he stole. I mean, there are people on
100 years.
Wall Street stealing billions of dollars from people's retirement.
Right. What's his name? Bernie
Madoff.
Yeah.
But to get 116 years. And,
looks like.
Oh, here we got a phone call.
Oh, wow.
Caller, welcome to the show.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
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 Yeah, I was just listening to your show and since nobody hadn't called in, y'all.
Well, thank you.
My name is Ronnie. I'm calling from St. Pete.
Hey, Ronnie.
Thanks, Ronnie.
And the Welch family, yeah, I'd like to send my condolences as well.
Oh,
I
thank
went
you.
to school with one of the Welches back in the day and stuff like that.
Wow.
But you know, I was just listening to y'all talking about the guy with the burglaries and everything. I just wanted to say, well, that's like welcome to our world. To the, you know, when blacks get incarcerated for a lot of time for small crimes as well. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
if that happened to him, yeah, sorry if he was wrong. Y'all don't think he deserved that much time. Well, I don't know, but 28 burglaries, those are a lot of burglaries. But even though the guy mentioned that it was less than like $100,000, but you know, people of color get sentenced to a lot of years situations that's similar to his as well.
I agree. And I think sentencing disparities are rampant in the system. I think the system is broken. I really do. And like I was saying, Malcolm, we could talk about Donald Trump and what's that really going to do. But here's an issue that's right in front of us. People aren't talking about. You got things like sentencing disparities. You got things like this guy, you know, did a service to the public, exposed what happened. Meanwhile, he's serving all this time, and the guy that did it, nothing is happening to him.
Well, listen, first of all, I'm going to say, caller, thank you for calling in. And I like what you
yes,
said.
caller.
It was awesome. I mean, 28 burglaries, I mean, 100 years. You know, I don't care if you did 50 burglaries. You know, it's not like I want to just put criminals out on the street, but we talking about stealing, you know, a burglary. Okay, now, if you hurt somebody, you know, I get that 100 years. But, man, the guy maybe can change himself in 10 years.
Right,
or
black
15
or white.
years.
I don't
Why
think it
800?
really matters.
That means, okay, you stole 28 times, you got caught, you're going to die.
You know,
come on now.
It's funny that you say that, Malcolm, because there was a little short article that it was in the newspaper that I came across, and it says we spend more time and money to incarcerate instead of spending more time and money to educate.
Then that's a fact.
That's so true.
That is true.
You know, this guy, perhaps, don't you think that he fell through the system and they could have educated him and perhaps made some ways with
rehabilitated him in some way.
And that's what it's all about.
It's definitely not about rehabilitation.
You don't get nobody 100 years, dude, for breaking out. You harm another human, you hurt them, you kill them. Okay, I'm with you. But stealing, man, almost everybody stole something in their life at some time.
Now let's get it straight though. They're breaking into people's homes. But
I get it.
Wait, first I want to go back to Malcolm saying that everyone has stolen something in their lifetime. Tell us some of the things you've taken.
Well, I mean, it's just I've taken things that wasn't mine. You know, I started out taking reflectors off people's bikes. You know, I was pulling a Johnny Slack. You know, this is a dude that was a terror in my neighborhood when I was growing up. And the first thing I do, you show up on your bike. I mean, I'm dead poor. I'm in Greenwood, Mississippi. You pull up on your shiny bike. I'm getting your reflectors. I mean, that's just what it was.
So your bike was full of reflectors.
No, it wouldn't. Cause as soon as I got them, Johnny Slack caught me and took my car. So it was a constant cycle of taking people reflectors to watch Johnny Slack take my reflectors. They'll leave you waiting on me.
Gloria, do you ever stole anything?
Yes. Oh yeah, Gloria. Have you?
I actually haven't stolen. And I'm not just making this up. I really haven't. Let's see.
There's got to be
Well,
something.
there's probably one thing. I think I took maybe a pack of bubble gum
You stole
in West Virginia
10 years.
from Woolworth.
Did
You
you
stole
chew
it.
on
I
the
was
gum?
scared the whole time.
I know, but we all do things.
I think I was like
Axel.
8 years old.
Axel.
Do you know what? I'm gonna tell you this.
Now I can tell he's lying.
No,
already.
no, you can tell nothing. I'm gonna say it like it is. I'm different than Malcolm, but I do say it. You know, I think what Lori is saying and what we're both saying is consciously, maliciously stealing. I haven't.
No.
Now, did I borrow somebody's pencil? Did I borrow that? Yes, I have. Yes, I'm saying the truth. I did.
Right.
But
You
know, I
never
think
You
stole
know what?
something from a store.
Let me just tell you this. Like Malcolm said, we all have stolen things. When you think about being at work and like taking things that you really shouldn't take,
maliciously.
well, even on accident,
Mhm.
like maybe you took a pair of gloves. I mean, I'm in the medical field.
Yeah.
I need
Still.
to do something at home. Let me borrow a pair of gloves from here,
That's
take
right.
home, and
Second degree
you
steal.
know what I mean?
That's
Yeah.
what it is. That's all.
Yeah.
But what do they take
No,
from the
little lesser
office,
charge.
Paul? I mean, if people taking a box of papers.
People
whatever.
steal shirts, and then they never wear them. You know, like Malcolm in particular.
Dude, I cannot.
Yeah.
You owe me about a shirt that I can't wear. I'm 3 sizes down from what I was. Man, will be to wear a shirt that makes me look like I got a dress on.
No.
It's
Here's
not
what
gonna
happened.
happen.
We give away a lot of T-shirts at the law firm, and if anybody wants a T-shirt, call us 813-251-9867. I will give you a T-shirt. But every time we give out a T-shirt, Malcolm will say, "Oh, I want a T-shirt. Oh, I want this one for my grandson. I want this one." He never wears them,
Okay. Then
so
maybe-
that's stealing.
Let's talk to my stylist about that.
I was gonna say you're messing up his style.
Yeah, I
T-shirts,
don't get my
smart.
clothes out. I haven't got my clothes out in 25 years, Paul. I have not got an outfit out in 25 years. So take it up with my stylist. No,
So
it's
what
not-
happens if she's not there? Who
That-
pulls your clothes out?
She's already had them set up. She got clothes set up for like a week already.
Does
Just
she
sat
tie
out
your
ready for me to
shoes
go.
too?
And
Does she tie your
everything.
shoes?
And who picks the underwear is what I'm worried
She
about.
picks the underwear. Sometimes I get a chance
Or
to
you
pick
go
the socks.
commando.
No, I never do that. That hurts. That hurts.
I'm gonna start picking Paul's clothes out.
Does
You
she iron
should.
your clothes?
You should.
Does she iron your clothes?
Yeah, she does that, Paul. Listen, it's like, man, all I got to do is jump out of the shower and put them on. Man.
Don't get any
She-
ideas.
Yes, she does. iron.
Does she iron your underwear?
I don't know if she iron underwear. I don't look at their wrinkles.
Well,
I
can
just
we
put 'em
see?
on.
I'll tell you if they
I doubt if
iron.
they're wrinkled. I'm telling you, I doubt if they're wrinkled.
Now,
Does she starch you?
I don't know. So the clothes, yeah.
I like this because Lord never ironed anything for me.
I don't even iron anything for me.
That's probably
Okay.
why, Paul.
Okay,
Has nothing to do
let-
with you.
Cleaners do it.
So,
Exactly.
does she cook all 3 meals for you?
Well, if I want them, we do a lot of eating out. You got to remember, we're like you guys now. We don't have any children. All the kids are gone, and we do more eating out than anything. But if I want something, yeah. If I want to go, like I want to get back on my diet, I say, hey man, I want to gain 20 pounds. I want to get back bodybuilding or whatever. Start training. She'll start my meals up, 10 meals a day. Set them up, get them all hooked up. They'll be
You're
ready to
not a
go.
really good woman there.
Yes,
I
you
gotta
do.
tell you.
Well, that's why I've been married for 25 years. I've recognized it a long time, you know.
So that means you get the Medal of Honor for
Hey,
that.
man, yes, sir.
So you
Yes,
know,
sir.
Malcolm, you talk about not really having any responsibilities and being kind of like fancy free.
Yeah.
I have to say that we kind of had the same experience because you lost your pit bull, and then I don't know if we mentioned it on the show, but Paul and I
we
just.
did.
We
Did
did
we?
last week.
Oh, maybe that was last week when I was
Yeah.
sick. We lost Jack.
And he really got emotional. He broke down a little bit over
I
here.
did.
I can
It
imagine.
hurts. It hurts.
When I lost
Talk about
Gotti, we
that.
came back from just a routine run. We would run every morning. We came from the run. He just fell over. And see, mine was, you guys knew Jack was sick. So we didn't know that. Gotti was perfectly healthy.
Right.
We're just jogging, going about our business, coming. All of a sudden, he just fall over. I'm looking like, what are you doing? Let's go. And that was it.
Right.
From that point. So I had to deal with the shock of, here's my best friend, my buddy. I don't care if I'm dead broke, rich, stand out in the street in the heat, in the rain, it doesn't matter. He'll sit right there by my side, never do anything but just stay close to me. My best friend had just died, bam, out of the blue. I was
Yeah.
in shock for
I
3
admire
days.
you guys because I lost mine. I had a wonderful dog, Bandit, just like you. And he was incredible. And I had him for 15 years.
That's
And
a
once
long
he
time.
died,
Which is kind of ironic because Axel's allergic to dogs.
It
So,
is?
the
But-
dandruff. I
but
have grown to be allergic to the dandruff.
Actually,
Yes,
you're
I know
taking
you.
this too far though. he is still grieving this dog. It's like 20 years ago.
We love the
How long
dog.
ago was it?
It's been, let's see, what happens is, I guess I'm relating to all, because I lost my father and I lost my aunt at that time, my cousin, and my dog.
So
My
they're all
dog,
grouped
there's
in.
all.
You got a
And
group
so for some reason,
How long ago?
but it's been since 2009, Paul. I mean, no, 2005. I take that back. 2005.
2005. We're talking 10 years here,
Absolutely.
actually. It's
But that's
time
why
to-
we're individuals.
But Paul, you know what they're doing? He's linking them in with the family members. So
And I
that's
guess
why
that's
it's not
what
gonna
it
work.
is.
Because sometimes people never get over death. You know, my father was murdered when I was 6. And in some sort of sense, it's always on my mind, even though I block it out, but it's still always on my
But
mind,
Malcolm-
especially when I see son-father relationship. Now, don't get me wrong, I did have a father in my life, you know, my stepdad, which I still don't call no stepdad. I just say dad, pops, Tab Jordan. He was an awesome man, did a lot for me, you know, took me hunting, fishing, and all that. But the actual man that they say, hey, that's your dad, that's the guy that you're out of that guy's seed. When I see father-son relationships, I get a little kind of emotional. Like even with your dad, I'm linked into your dad because of I watch you guys, and I'm just like, man, I want that, you know, kind of deal. But even though I have my own father as who the man that raised me, Taft, but when I see you and him, I want to jump in and be close to him. Just automatically, don't need a reason to do it. I just automatically call him Pops and don't even mean to. It just rolls out of my mouth. It just happens.
When I think of Paul's dad, I think of who is it? Anthony Hopkins from Legends of the Fall.
Yeah.
He's kind of like that kind of character with his sons.
Super strong man.
Yeah.
Super strong.
You know,
man.
"Rawr." Remember he
He's
couldn't
like a
talk,
bear.
he had the stroke. That was an excellent movie, but that's
Yeah.
what I think
I want to go see him.
Yeah.
Go see him.
Yeah.
Well, you know, anyways, and you loved your dog, and you got over it? You never have. You
Well,
had
yeah,
a
my
special
dog, I
place.
did. And it's over. See, this is
Yeah.
this is the way I look at it for animals. This is just my opinion on them. I think animals were put here for us to learn from, not for us to teach animals. I think when we have an animal, they're very close to us. We lose them. It teaches us to deal with death, you know, at an early age. It
Yeah.
helps us. Not that it's going to make it any better when someone dies, but it helps me.
Don't let Malcolm or his wife Tasha watch your dog when you go out of town. Because
Oh,
see,
boy.
I'm the type of person, I like animals. I mean, I guess I love them, but maybe I don't love them to the extent that other people love them, you know, where they sleep in your bed and all that other stuff.
Oh
Because,
no!
you know,
Yours
our
sleep in
dogs,
your bed with
our
you.
dogs came home and, you know, started trying to jump on my couch, get on my bed. Oh, no, I don't do that.
They started listening to bad music.
Yeah.
We let them
Doing
express
the
themselves.
stinky leg and all this other stuff.
We let them express
Hey,
themselves.
hey, back to the stanky leg.
Okay. It's a dance.
Okay.
It's not, I mean,
Our granddaughter Cavalli is sitting out here outside the studio. She just picked this song up, and that's all she wants to listen to. She watched it on YouTube. She's trying to do the dance. What is this dance? Where does something like this come from?
it's just youth. It's the young youth today putting together a bunch of dances that were once a dance, a single dance, and then put it all in one. It's just the youth. That's all it is. Making their movement. I think we've had ours too. You probably, you know, had your dance at a time, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
The
it's very
cowboy, the
interesting.
rodeo,
Square dance,
something
yeah.
like that.
Well, Cavalli was watching this on YouTube yesterday, and I was feeling really sick. And she started playing that song, and I said, Cavalli, come in here with Nana. Let me see you do this. And it made me feel better. I told Paul, I said, as soon as I'm feeling better, I'm going to learn how to do this.
Well, you know, I already know how to do it.
Oh, gosh.
He
And,
did.
in
Well,
fact, there's a video
let
that we're
us
going to try
pray.
to upload.
exactly.
There's a video
You need to help me do that. That's
that
all.
we're going to upload to the YouTube channel of us in our office doing this dance. Now, we're a little bit different. We have monthly meetings, and, you know, sometimes things can get a little tense in the office. And so sometimes we just have to have a group dance. And I find that just melts away the tension. Why are you laughing?
Because it's you. It has nothing to do with anybody else.
But it
You're
does
just comical when you start dancing.
It
Now
takes some
that-
attention. It does. I mean, it makes everybody a little bit more relaxed. We
Hold
laugh
up.
at ourselves.
Hold up. What did you say? You said it's comical when I dance?
Yes.
I challenge the listeners and viewers to watch this video and make your own decisions about my skills Now Lori's not in there. We're gonna have to make a separate video.
Oh, you're doomed.
Well, just for callers to know, we're still waiting on another caller.
Yes,
that's
It's
right.
813-251-9867, WTMP.
Yeah.
Caller, if you're listening to us, give us a call, share with us how you can help us, and let us know also too, you're praying for this family, because that's constantly in my head this
Amen.
morning. Paul, on another note, isn't this awesome what took place, history this week? They raised the American flag in Cuba after 50 years the
Yeah.
last time. I mean, it's still communist. Don't get me wrong, folks. It's still communist, but some things can change, and hopefully it goes positive in
Yeah.
so many ways.
A very historic moment. You know, the cruise ships are going to Cuba now. Maybe the next firm cruise will head down to Havana. I want to go. I've
Me
never
too.
been.
I'd rather go there than Paris. I know everybody go like, man, you're nuts. But that's just me. I'd rather go to Cuba.
You know what?
For the history.
I tend to agree.
Everybody goes to Paris.
Looks like we got a
Hey,
phone
we got a
call.
caller.
Caller, welcome to the show, caller.
Hey, Axel, how you doing?
Hey, who is this?
It's Fly from Triple Terrace.
Hey, thank you for calling. Hey, I'm blessed. I thank God for everything. How about yourself?
Oh, listen, man, I'm doing great. Listen, I called to let you guys know that they finally opened up the new Chambers Library this week on Nebraska. They had the grand opening ceremony on Wednesday.
Okay.
What was that? I
What was that
couldn't
again?
understand what you're talking about.
Oh, it was the Robert Chambers Library in Ybor City on Nebraska Avenue. I went to the grand opening this Wednesday.
What is
Library,
it?
library.
Oh,
it's
okay.
It's a library here in Tampa.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
wow.
That's awesome.
Awesome. We
Where
need
is it?
more of that.
Where is it? Where did you say it was?
On Nebraska Avenue, just south of 7th, right there.
By Ybor?
Ybor City.
Oh,
Right
okay.
Is it-
behind right in front of the elementary school.
Is it some kind of special library, or there's just been a need for a library there?
Well, no, they've had a library there since 1969, but they've expanded the building and everything, and it's really nice. And right as you walk in the door, on the main floor, they have a corner about the history of the neighborhood and everything, and they talk about the local music scene here in Tampa.
Oh, wow. Do you live in Ybor City?
No, I don't. I live here in Temple Terrace, but I had the pleasure of going down there on Wednesday to the grand opening.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Thanks
That
for
is
calling in.
awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. God bless you.
You
I
know-
appreciate that.
A lot of people say that
No problem.
libraries are going to be going away.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
I,
sad, Paul.
and I love library. I
It's
used
an
to love to
institution
go.
there that you can do research. You can do so much. I go once in a while to the one on North Boulevard there, and I used to like it because at times it's a getaway place, just different. You can do it in your house wherever you want to read.
I don't. What are you doing in the library?
Well, I have been there because I have to do some research a couple times, and it's a place where
Right.
you can find information. Now you can do it on internet. You guys are the gurus
Right.
with the
Right.
phones, but I chose to do it the old-fashioned.
Here's why they say that libraries are going to go away, because you can download any book from
Ebook.
anywhere.
Yeah, see, I was right.
Yeah.
So what's the point of having a library? But I used to love to spend time in the library.
You met your best people there, Paul.
But I don't think he was actually reading or doing
Oh, boy.
research.
I see Malcolm
Yeah,
smiling. Go ahead.
because
Tell them.
not only is a library, for
I know,
kids,
exactly.
but then you got Sherlock hanging around,
Yeah.
and, and all the rest of the creepers that are chilling there
Poindexter.
waiting on the children. Because think about it, libraries
Oh.
usually are full of kids, to be honest with you. Now, because
Uh-oh.
when I want to do my research, I kind of go to like Barnes and Nobles. I go to the bookstore. Not saying Axel's doing anything like that, but I'm just saying, usually kids hang at the library.
And Barnes
Barnes and Nobles are going away
But you
too.
know what else
Yeah.
the libraries have now that it's a big need is a lot of people don't have or can't afford the internet. And
Correct.
if you're not online, it's very difficult. A lot of the jobs require you to fill out an application online. And so I was reading an article the other day that some of the libraries in the inner city close earlier than libraries out in the suburbs. And people are like, hey, we need these libraries open until 10 o'clock at night because people maybe are working all day. They don't have internet. They may not have a computer, whatever. They go to the library to
to
use the
prepare
internet.
resumes or,
Here's what I think. I think that there should be free wireless everywhere.
That's
Me
a great
too.
idea.
That's
I do. I think so.
big
I
work.
think so.
Free?
I think
I
so.
mean, it's
Of
free.
course.
There's free wireless down by our office down on the river. What would it take to make the entire city of Tampa a free Wi-Fi hotspot? I mean, it's a quality of life issue. I think at this point, you need internet to do so much. People,
But is it free at Panera's, McDonald's, Burger
Yes,
King's, and all that?
yes,
oh, but
yes.
they'll kick you out of there if you're sitting in there and
You
not
gotta-
Nah,
not
I've never
ordering.
heard of
Yeah.
that now. I think you can hang in there as much long as you
I
want.
mean,
But
you order
buying
a couple of
something
Big Macs, you're
now.
all
I mean,
right.
you just get mad.
Or they lowered the temperature on the air conditioner. It's so cold that you gotta run out.
No, they
I-
have signs up that say, this table, if you're not eating whatever, you can't sit here longer than a certain number of minutes.
There goes the
Well,
free.
let's talk back about the library. A couple of months ago, I was studying for this big exam. I was doing the oncology certification, and I said to Paul, I think I want to get out and go to the library and just study there, because I thought it might be a little bit
So
more
you can-
quiet, and I just thought it would be a different experience from being at home. But when I came home, I said to Paul, I'm never going to the library again,
Wow.
because there were people in there on their cell phones so loud you could not even
Oh,
you
concentrate
did-
on anything
That
you
is
were
a
You
doing.
great-
didn't go to
I
one
get
that had a real librarian, like from back in the day.
Well,
Remember
that's
the
true.
old librarians
Yeah.
who used to, they were like nuns, Paul. They used to kick you out, pull on
Yeah.
your hair, and then you're out. Ooh,
Hey,
we
we
got a
got-
caller.
Caller.
Caller, welcome to the show.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
To your radio, my children and I, and we're in the car, and we heard about the new library opening. So I think the previous caller to that, we've been waiting.
Yes.
But I wanted to say that we absolutely love going to the library. And
Look
as
at
far as
that.
the cell phone, we visit the Cinema Heights quite often, and the downtown location in Tampa.
Uh-huh.
We went there just last week. It was raining. I sat near the window. I took a book with me that I already had, and my children were on the internet and just looking at books. We were there almost 3 hours. We absolutely love going to the library.
Oh,
That's awesome.
I just hope they don't get rid of them.
I
No,
thank you,
I do
caller. I don't
too.
feel strange at all anymore now.
I do too. I love the library. I am a big reader. When I was a kid, I used to just walk around and pull books off the shelf and.
I'll say he's got like 200 books laying around the house. He orders like a new one every other day. I don't even know if he finishes any of them. They're like maybe
Oh, boy.
12 lined up on his side of the bed.
There
That
goes the
would be
can of
me.
worms opening up.
Well, that brings up something, and thank you,
Oh.
caller. I appreciate the call.
Yes,
Thanks for
thank
listening.
you so much.
Yes,
We
thank
love
Your
you.
feedback.
I hope you and the kids have a beautiful day. But that brings up an issue. Malcolm just told me this week that for the first time, he finished a book from start to finish.
First time.
First time?
Yes.
Oh,
Congratulations.
And I'm talking like probably since kindergarten. I don't know, because
What do you got?
Was
You
it
got
the book of the
ADD?
was it the book of the alphabets?
no,
ABCs?
that might have been the first one that I guess I finished. But I mean, usually books can't keep my attention that long. I usually find a book and I will get out of the book what interests me, and then I'm done.
Was this 50 Shades of Grey?
I will not be reading 50 Shades of Grey, and I got nothing against them. It's no big deal. It's just not my thing. I'd rather read Sports Illustrated before I read that. That's just, I don't care anything
Well,
about
Malcolm,
it. But it was a great book.
I'm going to admit with you, I have the same problem. I'll start reading different books and I put it down and I don't finish. What I like about the library, I'll start one area and something else will pique
Yeah.
my interest and I'll go to the other. That's why.
I can read a book backwards.
Let's see. I can't.
Wow.
I just, books just don't hold that span of mine long enough.
What was it about? What book was it?
This
What was it
book
about?
was The Four Agreements.
It wasn't Sports Illustrated.
No, it wasn't
the,
Sports Illustrated. I won't even read that one all the way. I looked at pictures. and I
Well,
looked at
tell us about the book. Give us a little summary.
I'm gonna tell you something about it. I need to look it up because this book was introduced to me actually from a really good friend of mine, Nancy, that I work with down at Jackson's Bistro Club. And she told me about this book. She's like, Chill. I hear this, I read some chapters in this book, and it just sounds like you. You should take a look at it. You should look. I brought it up to you, Paul. Actually,
A couple of years
a
ago.
couple years ago, I brought this book up.
And guess what? I had already read it.
You did.
Yeah, Paul read the book. He had already read
Backwards
it.
twice.
And I still didn't get it. And I happened to be in the bookstore one day. I picked the book up. I looked at it and I was like, man, this book seems interesting. I put it back the next day on Sunday, I was watching Soul Sunday, whatever the Oprah show is, and the author was talking about the book, but I still didn't know it was that book. So once he started breaking it down and going through, I was like, I gotta get that book. I don't know what it is.
What are the agreements? Agreements.
Well, the first agreement was you have to. Well, I might not have them in order, but do your very best was the last. Don't take anything personal. Don't assume anything. And that very first one,
be impeccable with your word.
Yes, have an impeccable word. So they were in order like this: have an impeccable word, which that relates to me because I really stand by that. I like that. Don't take anything personal.
Hey,
don't
take
anything.
this personally.
But we got a call.
Caller, welcome to the show.
Thank you. God bless you.
I love it. Welcome to the show, caller. Caller, hello.
Looks like we lost the caller.
Hello, caller.
Just call us
They're
back.
not there. See, now I can get back to what I was saying. So I did take it personally. So no big.
Call us back, caller. So
I didn't take that personally. But seriously, Paul, think about that. These are things that murder us as humans. Taking things personal. Just think about that. Think about how easily to get sucked into that. He said that about me. Or this is the one I love more than anything. Don't assume anything. Man, I'm the number one assumptionist on the planet. I mean, I assume everything.
Yeah.
You look at me and I'm like, oh, he don't like me. You know, immediately.
Well, I think that not taking things personally probably goes a little bit deeper than what the readers might or listeners might think, because it's not just don't take things personally. The person probably didn't mean it the way you think they did.
Right.
But it's even if somebody directs something at you, right? The idea is don't take it personally. In other words, just because somebody says something about you, looks at you a certain way or whatever, don't take it personally. In other words, don't accept what they're sending your way. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it's not about you.
Well,
it's
how come
about
you
them.
don't adapt to this when I'm saying these things to you?
Wow. Now that's a good one. I love that. Right on the spot. Whack.
Wow.
Right with the Homie the Clown sock. Right upside the head.
I mean,
I'll
he
tell you
takes
why.
everything personally.
I will tell you why.
I've heard this in the newlywed game.
I want to see what you got to say about this because I have a wife too. And I get
This is a no-win situation.
Okay.
So, many times I don't take things personally, but then you know what comes back? You just don't care.
But maybe you're assuming.
There you go. I like
Maybe
that.
they
Thank
just
you,
assume.
Malcolm in the middle.
Or you're not listening.
Oh, yeah, definitely that.
By not taking things personally, she might say something to me. It has zero effect on me. I might not even remember that she said it.
But Paul, we
Most
gotta
of the
have
time you
respect
don't
for the
remember.
other people's feelings.
Yes.
Also.
Yes.
If we don't show any respect for other people's feelings, then that means that we really don't care about ourselves.
Yeah.
Because we want to be treated with the same respect.
But I'm a firm believer in don't take it personally, because what you're doing is allowing what someone else says or thinks or does, or what you believe they're saying, thinking, or doing to impact you. Why would you do that?
Comes natural.
Yeah, I do that.
I think we're taught it. Just like we're taught all type of lies.
But it really doesn't have anything to do with you.
That's
It's
easier said than
them.
done.
It's them. It's not you.
Nope.
It's what
It's
they
them.
think. It's what they say.
Right.
Okay, like in traffic, Lori.
I'm a New Yorker, so
uh,
he can talk about me all day long with traffic,
when she
road
leaves
rage,
for work,
whatever.
well, this is a whole nother topic. When she leaves for work, she has to call me. We haven't said a word to each other all morning.
I think that's nice.
She leaves for work. I'm still getting ready. She has to call me
Yes,
and talk to me the whole way to work.
yes, every day.
Okay. Well, why didn't you talk to me when we were together? But anyway, that's another story.
You hear that, folks?
Within minutes, she's saying, "What are you doing, you moron?" Yelling at the people driving all around. Oh, this guy cut me off. Oh, this person sitting there reading their cell phone and missed the light. So,
I'm just pretending. I'm really directing it at Paul. I'm trying to say to
So
you. and
she's
I'm pretending,
reconciling with
you know,
Paul this
yeah.
way, isn't
no. You're taking it personally. I'm like, why are you giving this person energy? I don't care if they drove bad, cut you
she?
off.
Paul, are you saying your wife is having road rage episodes?
I think she's one giant road rage.
Wow. Wow. How about you, Malcolm? Do you experience road rage?
No, I
in that
don't,
manner
bro.
with Tasha?
I'm gonna tell you something, and Paul, you've heard this since I've been around you. I love traffic. I don't know what
Yeah,
about
he
it.
did
It's just
say
something
this to
about
me.
me. It gives me
Yes,
a
he
sense
did.
of
I remember
awake.
this.
It gives me a sense that I'm alive, that I'm in this great city, and all these people
What
are
about when
driving
people
around.
cut you off?
They don't cut me off. They just pull their car in front of me. I don't trip. on
That's not
stuff like
cutting
that.
you off?
That's not cutting me
Oh, I
off.
get so
Hey,
angry.
remember
That's
the time
nothing.
when I was driving and this guy, I don't even know what happened, but he came flying around me and flipped me off.
Yep, they do it to Paul all the time. I don't even know why, because he drives like grandpa. I mean, why? Well, I guess that's probably why.
But you know what I said? That don't have anything to do with me.
No.
This person it's about them. It's not about me. So I
It's
wish
a controlling issue.
I wish you well. I'm getting out of your way. Now, if somebody is driving poorly, Lori will start tailgating them or flash her lights at
man.
them
She's
or get
trying to
in
get-
front of them and put on her windshield wipers so the fluid goes
Now
back.
he's-
Whoa.
No, no, no.
And you know what I say? I just let him go right on past.
Absolutely.
Well, I have a question, Lori. Have you observed some of these people that are driving next to you and they're putting on their tie while they're driving?
Oh,
And the
yeah.
craziest one I ever heard, my wife and
Makeup.
I, yes, they were putting their pantyhose while they were driving.
Now,
Yes,
stop
they did.
it.
My wife
Oh,
and I
God.
watched this
What-
because our van that we had sat up high. And I said, that is the craziest. Can you imagine? She
Oh.
gets into an accident. Paul, that's our area. And while she gets in an accident, she has that her pantyhose are down because she didn't get them on because she was too busy, taking care of one
Right.
thing where she should be focused driving.
This brings up a story that happened to me this week, and
Daddy,
I told it to Lori, but I said, Lori, I'm going to tell you a story, but
please. Oh, you've got
you
to.
cannot laugh and you cannot say baby or get mad because it didn't have anything to do with you.
First of all, before you tell it, I just want you to know that I told everybody at Moffett yesterday.
Oh,
this,
God.
this is the funniest story I have heard in a
Well,
long time.
It all goes back.
I'm taking
Tell me.
notes.
It all
I
goes
am
back
taking
to,
notes.
It is hilarious.
Tell me. Tell me.
My cell phone, okay? For weeks, my cell phone battery was getting lower and lower. The charge wouldn't last, and Lori would get mad, like, hey.
I see Eddie laughing over there in the corner because he knows the
Yeah.
story.
Well, no, she would get mad, like, I'm trying to get a hold of you. And every time I try to get a hold of you, you say your phone doesn't work. I said,
And you're really
battery.
speaking slow.
I said,
compared
it's
to how
the
she-
battery. What do you want me to do? I was in the doctor's office. The battery died. I couldn't get out of there for an hour. I finally get it charged up. She's called me like 20 times. She's upset. I'm like, I was in the doctor. The battery died. What do you want me to do? Get a new phone. I said, fine. I will go get a new phone.
Did
So
you finally do it?
I did it last week.
Oh my gosh, that white little
I got it right
iPhone
here.
is gone.
I got it right here.
Yeah.
It was broken, the glass
Listen,
was broken and
Listen,
all.
I got this special case that charges it up too. So
Oh,
it's like
wow.
a double charge. So I will never hear Lori's mouth about this ever again. But this case is very slippery.
Yeah, and he's lost the phone like 20 times since he's gotten
Like
it.
the first day, I lost it like 3 times because it kept slipping out of my pocket.
It's lost right now. You keep
Uh,
looking for it. You do
oh,
not
yeah.
know where it is. It's lost
I
right now.
have it.
He keeps looking for it.
Please, hurry up and get to the
But
story.
listen. Okay.
So
So-
he needs to put the clap on,
So
where it
I'm
locates the phone.
getting gas. It's first thing in the morning. I pull up to the pump, and this guy in a giant pickup truck has taken up like all the space on 2 pumps. So I inch up there, and I think I probably got room to pull the hose and put it in the tank. So I pull it, and it just is barely touching the tank.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
And
That is
this is
dangerous.
that higher self says, you probably ought to not do this.
Oh, just ask him, can you please pull up a little bit forward?
I said, no, let me try it.
Of course.
So I start pumping the gas, and the gas comes all over me.
Wait a minute,
And
this
it's
is
all
the
over my
time
face.
to
Listen,
laugh.
you ain't
folks.
done yet. You ain't done.
Well, I had this happen to me once before, and I caused a fire when I tried to dry the pants. And so I said, I'm not going to stink up this car. I'm not going to mess up the washer or dryer. I'm just going to throw these pants away. So I got in the car and took off the pants. and I drove up to his trash can
Wow.
and threw them away.
So we got pantyhose, and now we got throwing pants.
And
away.
guess what? His underwear were not ironed.
So I'm in my white underwear in my car at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I drive away, and I can't find my phone.
Oh no, he
Wait,
did it.
wait,
Oh,
wait,
no,
wait.
he did it.
Yes, wait
I
for it.
was like,
Wait for it.
oh no, I left it in my pocket.
In
And
the
now
pants.
it's in the trash.
Wow.
Did
And
you
so-
go digging?
So I called Eddie. I said, if the phone is in my car, it'll work on my Bluetooth. So I have a thing where I can pull up numbers, and I called Eddie, and it worked. And I go, the phone is in the car. I won't have to hear Lori talk about how I threw this phone away. But I could not find it. I'm looking. And Eddie says, well, why don't you drive farther away? And if it's still working, that means in the car. I drove farther away. It still worked, but I still could not find it. So I'm like, it must be in the trash can. So I pull back up to the trash can at the racetrack in my white underwear. And this lady working there, I motion her over. And I said,
Surprised
can
you
you
didn't-
look in? And she looks down, sees me. I'm in my white underwear. And
She said, you pervert.
I said, can you look in the pants in the trash can?
Did you offer to pay her for it? I'll pay you to go in the trash can.
And she grabs the phone off the top of my car and goes, what?
Whoa.
Find this?
On the top of the
It
car.
was
on
right-
top of the car. I've been driving all over with the phone on the car.
And worrying about going in the trash
And
can for your
people.
pants.
I have to say, you need to stay off your cell phone when you're pumping gas. There has been so many cases where people
Yeah, that's scary.
blow up from using your cell phone and pumping gas, so you shouldn't have had it out while you were pumping gas anyway.
You're probably right.
Well, you know what I was worried she was going to call. And
Yeah,
then, if I'm not
yeah.
there and I don't pick up, it's
Sure.
a big problem, right?
Lord, why you call so many times? Are you
That
worried about
that
him?
is a good
I mean,
question.
are you?
That's another 2 segments.
You think he's somewhere he
Yes.
shouldn't be or something?
Not really. The only reason why I've been calling lately is because I've been sick. Other than that, I don't really call.
Oh, so you
that
being
is,
whiny, whiny.
yeah.
You
I
said
mean, yeah,
Paul
yeah.
was being Mr. Whiny,
Oh,
like
that
show
makes
number
sense.
1, and we tore him apart about it. So you're whiny, whiny
Yeah.
too.
You-
Get it?
Yes, a little bit.
It's all good.
You,
I get
you
it.
are sick. You are.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways. No, I didn't want to miss that call from the client. You never know in our business when that client is going to call and need your help right away. So I got to have that phone with me.
That's right. Or they may need help.
They do
Someone
wanna
might be
do it.
calling for the call for help show.
Absolutely. We get that all week, the special callers. And still, just to share with you guys, I'm still getting some good feedback
Yes.
from people. I've asked them to call, when they do call, identify themselves, be patient, and to write down the number, 251-9867.
And in our email call for help show, that's CALL, the number 4 help show at gmail.com. Email us with any requests you have. We did have a great experience this week where we helped a young man who has autism.
Oh, yes.
We
This
got
is
him
great.
some school clothes. We got the video up on our Facebook page and our YouTube page, so check that out. It's he's a great kid. He was excited about the new school clothes
Sneakers, you got
that we
3
got. And
prints.
yes, and thank you to Eddie and Elsie at
From Advance, right?
Advanced Wellness over on Dale Mabry.
They really care. They care a lot about
They
what
got the
do.
clothes
yeah.
for the kid, and he was excited. You'll see it on the video. We have a lot of things in the works. We've been doing a lot of backpack stuff again this week. It's that time of year, but we've been helping a lot of people, but we want to help even more. So please email us and call us.
And send in. We're waiting for some red letters.
Let's-
Don't forget that in December, we're going to be giving away those red bottom shoes. So we need some good red letters so
Paul,
we can help you.
let's do one more thing. This has really hit me about these people's lost life. Just 10 seconds, another
Yes.
prayer,
Yes,
and say, God, please touch this family and
yes.
in their loss of their children
And both families.
Well, exactly.
Both
yes, and God, folks, if you're out there, please, you can do so much by just closing your eyes. Just make sure you're not behind the wheel, but pray, because prayers do reach families and people.
Yes.
And if we would just do that more, we would touch more lives. So God bless you out there
Yes.
on behalf of the Call for Help show, folks.
And if you're out there, you never know when it's going to be your last day.
Right.
You don't know when it's
Yep.
going to be that person that you love's last day, that person you don't even know. Treat every moment like it is your last.
Absolutely. What would you say?
Live life to the
man?
fullest.
That's it.
Living life.
I let life
Tell
live
people
through
you
me.
love
I used to
them.
try to live life. Now I just let life live through me.
And folks, make sure you always have on clean underwear, just so you don't get into any trouble at a gas pump.
And when your wife calls, you better
Hang
pick
up.
the phone.
Hang up.
All right. Well, that's the end of our show. We've
Thank you.
enjoyed being with you. Email us at callforhelpshow@gmail.com. We'd love to help you out. And thank you, Tampa Bay.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
I love that.
Oh, sure. Flip the volley on.
Solely reviews of this particular broadcast.